Today's discussion is on branding. Branding can be defined as a combination of elements that distinguishes one company or its products from the competition. You're probably already familiar with some aspects of branding, but you may not know why it's important. It can help build product recognition, it can create customer loyalty, it can help ensure consistency and quality across its product mix, it can deliver a specific message, or it can motivate the buyer to make a purchase. You may hear the terms brand image and brand identity used. The difference between the two is brand image is the consumer's actual perception of the brand, while brand identity is the way that a company wants the brand to actually be perceived. A tool that companies often use to build their brand identity is called a positioning statement. Product positioning or brand positioning is a strategy used to differentiate themselves from their competitors. Some common ways that companies often compare themselves to their competitors includes price, quality, features, benefits, ethics, community-mindedness, and distribution. Here you can see a positioning map showing a variety of different automobile manufacturers and where their cars compare to one another. The highest price, highest quality vehicles are in the upper right. The highest quality, lowest price vehicles are in the lower right. The highest price, lowest quality vehicles are in the upper left, and the lowest quality and lowest price vehicles are in the lower left. Now you know how consumers are influenced. Let's next take a look at what actually influences them. We call that the brand personality. The brand personality is a mixture of brand names and trade names, logos and trade characters. Let's start by discussing some of the various branding elements that companies use. We'll refer to these as corporate brands. These are images and messages that target shareholders, other businesses like retailers and wholesalers, and consumers. The first is simply the spoken name of the company. We call that the trade name. In this example, you can see Toyota, which is short for Toyota Motor Corporation. In another example, you may think of Coca-Cola. The next element is also a spoken name, but in this case for the product rather than for the company. We call that the brand name. In this example, you can see the Toyota Corolla name. In our other example, you might think of Coca-Cola Classic or Diet Coke. Likely to be very familiar to you is the logo. A logo is a symbol or design that identifies a business or its products. On the screen, you can see the Toyota logo. For our other example for Coca-Cola, you may think of the red Coca-Cola button, or you might even think of the iconic shape of the Coca-Cola bottles. Our final branding element is called a trade character, otherwise known as a mascot. This is a symbol or design that takes on human characteristics, like the Toyota illustration on the screen, or the Coca-Cola polar bears, or even Santa Claus. While not a corporate brand, a trademark is a branding element which has been legally protected to minimize unauthorized use. The R with the circle around it stands for registered and means that the branding elements are federally protected. Any branding element can be protected, including sounds, colors, and fonts. Similar to your familiarity with branding elements, you're likely familiar with some of these next product brands. There are 3 categories of varying brand types. The first product brand are name brands. These are national brands sold by the manufacturer under their name, and they're the most well-known, most revered, and likely most expensive due to advertising costs. Less expensive than name brands are private label brands. These are oftentimes called store brands or regional brands. They're branded for specific retailers and offer similar quality to name brands, but less expensive because of lack of advertising. Our third and final product brand are known as generics. These are no-name brands, which are not advertised and are the least expensive of the 3 product brands due to that lack of advertising, but also a lack of marketing and product packaging. Our final few slides highlight common branding strategies that companies use to help grow their brand and their business. Especially popular in the food and beverage industry are line and brand extensions. This is when the strength of the brand or the strength of the name of the product are capitalized on, and it helps create new versions of the original product. New flavors, new colors, new styles. How many different Mountain Dew versions can you name? Multi-branding is when a company diversifies its product mix by offering non-competing brands. Did you know in 2015, PepsiCo offered 22 different product brands? A popular way to make money without making any new products is called brand licensing. This is when a company allows the use of their brand or their branding elements to another company for a fee. Linn-Mar Community Schools, as an example, charges an 8% royalty rate for every item sold with a Linn-Mar branded element on it. And our last branding strategy is co-branding. Co-branding is when 2 companies market or manufacture a product together, like you see here, Betty Crocker and Hershey's.